we're getting back to the old intros, the Dan style intros. Now that this is going to be on YouTube. I guess I don't need to tell you that. You'll see it on YouTube. But all right, guys, power rankings week 2. Let's just get into it. At number 10, obvious one here, we have Cole. Cole sucks. He put up what did he put up this week? Cole put up 96 points this week. Not terrible, but he put up 80 last week or something. Hasn't even touched 100 points yet. I mean, that's disgusting. Could never be me. But yeah, Cole down towards the bottom at number 10. He only moved down one spot. He was 9 last week. So no surprise there. Number 9 is Griffin. Now, Griffin dropped 4 spots. He had a worse week than Cole. He had 85 points. Yikes. Jeez, Griff, come on. Griff's had some injuries. He doesn't have Eckler I don't even know what's wrong with Eckler, but I guess he's not playing. But yeah, Griff was at 5 last week. I don't know. Honestly, my power rankings last week were kind of they were off. Looking back, they probably should have been a little different, some of the people, but that's what we got week 2 for. So number 8 is Gavin. Gavin moved up 2 spots from number 10 to number 8. Gavin had a good week, but, Saquon's hurt now, so, it just kind of keeps getting worse for the kid. Love to see it, Nothing better than Gavin doing bad. So I'm always, happy to see that. Number 7 is Jake. Yikes. Jake dropped from number 2 to number 7. What happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. Nick Chubb got hurt and Jake's team sucks. No, honestly, I think Jake's team, even without Chubb, is still very good, but honestly better than most. Even without Chubb. But, that was probably his best player, maybe his second best player, and he just lost him for the season. That's tough. Watching that in live time, it was pretty funny. Number 6 is Connor. Connor did not move. He was 6 last week. He's 6 again. Picked up a win this week. Good for him. Beat Jake. Connor had a solid week. I think Connor's team's all right. There's some things I don't love about it, but James Cook is pretty good apparently, although he doesn't really get touchdowns, but because they like giving the ball to Latavius Murray at the goal line. Weirdos. Number 5 is me. I moved down one spot. Took a loss to Trevor. Hey, Trevor had the game of his life. What are you going to do? I said that last year, and it, continues into this year. You got to have your best week if you want to beat me. That's just kind of how it is. And, I'll hand it to Trevor. He came out and he did it. So, I go down, perfect season's over, but still feeling very good about my team. Easily the best team, especially when Kamara comes back. People are really forgetting that I have Alvin Kamara. So, he's out next week, and then he's off suspension. So week 4, he's back. So you guys are screwed. Number 4 is Trevor. Trevor, honestly, my team, this is how you guys know I'm not being biased, because my team is better than Trevor's, and I should, even though I just lost to him, I should still be ahead of him. Because I have more points for than him. I put up way more points than him last week. And so he did beat me head to head, but he put up 10 more points than me, and I'm 3rd in the league for points. But, head to head matchup, he won, I lost, whatever. So Trevor's number 4. That's up 3 spots from where he was last week. Number 3, big surprise here, Liam. Liam is one of 2 people left who are undefeated. Now, what you're probably wondering is, you're probably saying to yourself, Liam is 2-0, but he's number 3, and there's only one other person who's 2-0, yeah, we'll get into that. But yeah, Liam had a solid week. 23 points. Pittsburgh defense. I mean, I assumed Caleb was just going to win that game, and then all of a sudden Pittsburgh defense went crazy. So yeah, Liam is up 5 spots to number 3. Number 2 is the person who just lost to Liam, and that's Caleb. Now, this is, you got to understand, power rankings is like everything, it's what just happened, but it's also, what your team's got. Caleb has put up way more points than Liam. I think Caleb's second in the league in points behind Dan. And his team's just better. And Liam did beat him out. The defense came alive, got him a win, but Caleb is still number 2 in my book. His team's been pretty impressive both weeks. So yeah, I'm not really willing to drop. Now, if Caleb loses again and Liam wins again or something like that, okay, maybe Caleb will drop again. But for now, Caleb is at 2, down 1 spot. And number 1 is Dan. Who would have thunk it, huh? Now, yeah, Dan, I don't know. Dan's team is weird because, do I believe in it long term? No. His team's, the Waddle and Tyreek duo just isn't going to work. I'm sorry. The Dolphins are going to have a bad week eventually. And then Dan's screwed. But Mike Evans is actually really good. So even with Baker Mayfield. So that ended up being really solid for a flex for Dan. Running backs are trash, though. He's got to figure that out. But honestly, outside of, Kyle Pitts should be good, but he's buns. So outside of running backs and kind of his tight end, Dan does have a good team. So if he can just find one actually good RB1. Jahmyr Gibbs is good, but he's not your RB1. You don't want that. Not when Dave Montgomery is the lead back. But yeah, so Dan jumped up 3 spots. He probably should have been 3rd last week. I just it's whatever. But now he's number 1. So yeah, guys, those are the power rankings for this week. We'll see what happens. I was going to do, matchup of the week and that stuff, but I guess I got to think about it now because I don't know if me and Jake are the matchup of the week anymore if he lost Chubb. Still probably are, honestly, but I don't know. We'll figure that out. But yeah, guys, that's it. Power rankings week 2. And you guys can catch us on YouTube. Yeah.